Okay. So 60, right? One job, all right, just regular job, you're doing your thing, 40 hours a week, whatever. We now know that, Steve, what was that number? 18,600 a year they've made on that house. Is that eye-opening? You making almost 1/3 in equity a year of your income? Let's put it in perspective. Who work five days a week? 5 days a week? People who work 5 days a week? I know, because you're in the middle of a transaction right now. She own it. I'm not saying realtors are bad. I'm not saying realtors are bad, but whenever someone's making some money off of something, I have to always, question everything that they say. We're not worried about the net. We got too much. There's no bottom line. Go get it. It's successful because we spent it. Oh, we got the bodies. You see what I'm saying? I think it's a great program, but at the end of the day, put a limit on the money, then all of a sudden you're going to start seeing things collapse, right? So if you had a coffee shop and then all of a sudden you put that coffee shop on a budget, now you gotta, if you go over that budget, that shows it. So if you have no budget and you own a coffee shop, yeah, your coffee shop is gonna thrive. You don't care about what comes in. Debt to income ratio, where does it need to be? So your debt to income ratio. I'm like, no, 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 no. Sometimes it's 45, sometimes it's 50% debt to income ratio, depending on the bank. And the lender has to present you as a customer to the underwriter. The underwriter comes back to the lender. Okay, I'm throwing out these names. And the lender says, oh, they're selling you as a person. Go ahead.
It's called the 28-36 rule and recommends keeping housing costs below 28% of pre-tax income and total debt payments below 36%.
Yes, I know that rule. Oh man, you got too much debt. You can't support that. Did I lose anybody there? Because once you get this part down, like really lock in for $1,000 a month, and I can rent it for $18.95, and all I have to make is $12.50. That's how you start building generational wealth, right?
You can build it, don't spend it. Right? So we're in the habit of spending.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we can build it, but are we really building it for generational wealth?
Tell me about generational wealth.
No,
explain it.
You keep saying
Yeah.
based on the real estate, right? The
Yeah.
real estate model can provide that.
Yeah.
But if we're doing it in the time frame of right now and not thinking about generational wealth, that's just money going out the window. That's money coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out. Do what I want to do.
Well, you got to do something with it.
They don't have to.
Well, you don't have to. So this is not. I would say this is not a sexy topic. It's not like ooh yeah. It's like, oh, he write numbers on a board. It's not that, ooh, what's Puff Daddy doing? You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about oil and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're willing to negotiate. Meaning like, hey, we'll give you a credit. I hooked up my buddy and he did the second loan. He also negotiated the deal. And then when he bought the house and took the closing, they actually wrote him a check. They paid him money to buy the house because he had negotiated so well. Here it is. It's the deal. You can buy a house with no money and they can pretty much pay for every part of that deal. Steps by steps, I can get there. I can show you how to negotiate a little bit, look at the numbers and things. But here's an opportunity to now say, hey, I'm tired of the rat race. Let me get something. It's crazy. They'll give you a student loan before they'll give you a house loan sometimes. Crazy. Yeah. So my goal for you guys is that most wealth is built from some type of real estate, or there's real estate in it. I don't want to say most, okay? Slow down. No bad information. But a lot of wealth has real estate within it. And if I could show you the house that I was looking at 5 years ago that I didn't buy, made $93,000 and did nothing, that's showing you guys that you can make $18,000 more a year. It can put another 30% into your pockets. You can work a whole day and a half less. I'm showing you guys that, walking you through it just by purchasing something. And that sometimes when you pay rent, that $2,100, that $1,800, you get nothing for it. You can't even write it off. So I'm walking you through how to do it with no money. And if I can start getting people with just buying their first house, maybe that second, that third, that fourth becomes a little easier. Because after I reach 10, now I got to figure out what LLC I got to put it in. Because you can only have like 10 loans in your name. I got to start moving things around, putting it in trust, and that's a whole nother story. But the goal is that 125, okay?